rested club.
And that can sometimes work in your favor, but sometimes you can come out if you start fast against a team, they're not in sync, they're out of rhythm. That sometimes transpires.
Well, perhaps Don Nelson is banking on that at the outset. The Sixers are 22-14, 14-4 at home, and that in itself is very impressive because it's a club hard hit by injuries to key personnel. More recently, Barkley and Hawkins, they've been without Johnny Dawkins for most of the season. They also lost Derek Smith to free agency. Dawkins out for the year with a knee injury, and he was playing well. Since then, they've signed 3 free agent guards, Jim Farmer, Mario Elie, and Andre Turner. They dropped Farmer, and Elie made a major trade to get Armen Gilliam from Charlotte for Mike Jaminski. And the 76ers 12-man roster currently has 7 players who weren't with the team at the end of last season when they won 53 games in the division title.
And of course, you start Rickey Green, a guy who's been around for 13 seasons now, and still seems to have fairly young legs.
Yeah, he has been unbelievable. As you take a look at the officials, Nolan Fine on the left of your screen, veteran Dick Pavetta in the middle, and Mark Wunderlich on the right. So we're just about set to go. The Warriors in their traveling blue and the 76ers in their home whites. The Warriors off the dramatic 110-105 win at Boston on Wednesday. Golden State winning despite being out-rebounded 59-43. And the Warriors also looking for Chris Mullin to snap out of his slump. He is 11 for his last 37, 30% shooting for a guy who shoots 53% on the year. Richmond, he can't break the seal, rebounded by Rick Mahorn. And here's the man that Jim was talking about, Rickey Green at 36 years old. He has found the fountain of youth. Hawkins, here's Mahorn. And it won't go. Tim Hardaway, who has been Mr. Everything. 72 points over the last 2 games. So weak shooting out of the gate. Here's Hersey Hawkins, guarded by Mitch Richmond.
Yeah, you can bet the Warriors will take it to the basket next time down.
Armen Gilliam over Tom Tolbert.
What a trade to get Armen Gilliam. I mean, you pick up 5 or 6 years in age and giving up Jaminski, and I think it's just a tremendous trade for them.
3 teams in 4 years. That might tell you something about the guy, though. Here's Lister. Hersey Hawkins has it. The Warriors have been shut out thus far. Hawkins, no. Lister gobbles it up. Here's the killer crossover by Hardaway. Welcome to the game, Rickey Green.
So many players. He catches them so early. It almost works to perfection the first time they get a look at it.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. Armen Gilliam. So it's the Sixers 4, the Warriors 2, courtesy of 2 field goals by Gilliam. Mitch Richmond. And Mitch Richmond, who is 10th in scoring, averaging 24.5 per game and averaging 30 over the last 5, of which the Warriors have won 4. Ron Anderson, 7th year out of Fresno State, has shot 68% over the last few games. Chris Mullin. And now they're heating up.
Yeah, it's going back and forth pretty well right now in the first quarter.
Tied at 6, 9:50 to go in the first.
This guy is a great low block player, Armen Gilliam.
He's strong. He gets it off to Ron Anderson from deep. Rebounded by Tolbert. Tolbert was the 6th man at Boston. Nice spin move by Mitch Richmond. He goes left.
Mitch Richmond.
See, he can go against a bigger guy. Richmond can.
Now Hersey Hawkins bumps and pumps, and he's fouled by Richmond. Number 1 on Mitch Richmond. Richmond, who played all 53 minutes the other night against New Jersey. Game went into overtime. 8-6 Golden State.
Yeah, then he comes back Richmond and plays 46 against Boston.
So they put yesterday's day off to good use. Hawkins.
Yeah, there you see the numbers the last 3 games, but you know, in his 3rd season, this guy keeps getting better. He is a big-time scorer.
Off a tremendous year, averaged 18.5. He's averaging 20.3 this year. And he sparkled in the postseason. The 76ers got into the 2nd round tied at 8. Tom Tolbert with the Warriors setting it up in deliberate fashion. Tolbert fronted by Gilliam. And he gets past Gilliam. Wouldn't go.
Interesting, he had the whole right side, but he opted to take it on a steal. He opted to take it down the middle to the trouble.
Here's Mullin off the Hardaway steal. Hardaway second in the league in steals. And he set up Chris Mullin for the Warriors' 2-point lead.
Yeah, I think Hardaway playing Green should help out some tonight. Green is not going to be looking for the shot.
So far, Hardaway has burned Green.
As I said, he's not looking for the shot.
Way off, too.
It was a break.
And Gilliam with some concrete of his own, and now here's a loose ball foul. It's on Ron Anderson as he tripped up Alton Lister. Anderson's first.
And if you think, as Don Nelson looks on, if you think Rickey Green wasn't going to look for the shot, certainly after shooting an air ball, he will look for it even less.
Green in his 13th year out of Michigan, and he broke out of a 2-week shooting slump against New Jersey last Saturday, 6 for 8. Hardaway. Tim Hardaway with his 3rd field goal. He had 37 at Boston, 35 at New Jersey.
Well, he sets him up so well. He sets up Green with the crossover a minute ago, and then he comes back, gets a little more space, gets a better look at the basket from the outside.
Warriors by 4. Here's the double clutch by Mahorn. He forced it. Out of hands, Lister. Here's Hardaway moving it down quickly. Aggressive stutter step move on Green, and drew the foul. Rickey Green tagged him.
Personal fouls on Rickey Green, his first. The Sixers.
Excellent play by Hardaway as you look at Rickey Green. Simply because the fast break wasn't there, but he worked to get it. Sixers doing a good job of getting back. A little bit of contact. Hardaway gets the bump.
So a good look at Tim Hardaway shooting 79% from the line. He moved from 16th in scoring to 13th in one night. That was Wednesday night at Boston. He went past some big names. Reggie Miller, Kevin Johnson, and Clyde Drexler. Not bad for a night's work.
I was going to say, those are pretty big names.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty good class to hang around. But Hardaway, you know, he's such a believer in himself. He's so impressive to me. I just haven't ever seen a guy just say, you know, no one can stop me. I can do what I'm going to do.
Oh, Hawkins forgot the luggage, picks it back up.
Pretty good recovery.
Cat-like moves. 14-10 Golden State. Jeff Chapman in the Oakland Tribune did a story on Hardaway, who predicted that Chris Mullin would break out of it tonight, would score at least 25. We'll see what happens. Tom Tolbert stops and pops. Rebounded by Hawkins. Here comes Green. Loops it down too high for Gilliam. Jimmy Lynam, the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, born right here in Philly, his 3rd year with the Sixers. Now the ball is turned over.
Yeah, the Warriors just got careless. Watch this. Tolbert throws it in bounds. And, I mean, usually you don't get a big guy like Gilliam full court pressing and becoming effective.
So a careless maneuver there by Golden State gives it back to the Sixers. And Gilliam.
He's got the rhythm.
He feels it.
Yeah, you know, he is so good from 15 feet on in. Doesn't have real long, big range, but I think he's an excellent shooter once he's inside the free throw line.
Jimmy's averaged 21 in 4 games with the Sixers since coming over from the Hornets. Came over with Dave Hoppen for Mike Jaminski. 14-12 Golden State. Oh, Alton Lister showing the feathery touch. Lister, who had 4 blocks at New Jersey the other night, including the game saver against Coleman. Dick Bavetta makes the call.
It's going to be on Lister, and Don Nelson is very upset. Lister couldn't believe it. He was on his back.
And that's his first. Yeah, Don Nelson very upset on the sideline. 6:51 left in the first. It's the Warriors 16, the Sixers 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, now time to select the 76ers Metropolitan ticket holder of the game. This special season ticket holder will receive a free car phone, courtesy of
All right, off and running. It's kind of nice when we have a little leeway time there before the tip.
It is.
Nice, give us a little time to set up things.
Sorry you don't have a light. That's inexcusable too.
Really?
I think. I mean, they should replace the light. Jeez.
Place falling apart.
Dan, we've got lights above us. It's real nice lighting all above us. You know, they are, you know, in little reset lights. And right above each station here, Steve's is out.
Yeah, I don't.
So he's sitting in half darkness. You know,
it's the story of my life.
Yeah.
I'm always in the dark.
Each member will receive a package that includes...
I wouldn't be able to read. I wouldn't be able to see because it's hard for me to see anything with my eyes.
Really? You wear glasses at times? You wear glasses? You wear glasses, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
a subscription to the team's monthly newsletter. And
all right.
you can go on the road and see the Sixers take on New Jersey Nets and Washington Bulls.
How you doing? Good. Thanks. Can't read this either.
Oh,
You got the 18th copy. That's why. 40. Whoa, look at this.
7 for 12. Yeah.
Become a member of the Sixers fan club.
Keeping the rebounds close. Golden State off to a fast start shooting-wise. They're 7 for 12. Gunning them in at 58%. Meanwhile, the 76ers 5 out of 11 at 45%. So a good start for the Warriors, who are trying to make it 3 straight on this 4-game road trip.
What's interesting about those stats, Golden State missing 5 shots. They've missed 3 wide open jump shots. And remember the little Lister roll, third sequence of the game right down the middle, didn't go in, so they had good shots. They could have been 10 for 12.
In any event, they're up 16 to 12, 6:45 to go in the first. Here's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation on the 76ers. 3 seconds.
So the Philadelphia 76ers not very alert.
And part of that is a little bit of a makeup call, at least psychologically,
so?
on the foul against Lister.
Here's Chris Mullin. Mullin stolen by Hawkins. Behind the back. All the way.
Well, he shows you a lot on that play. Quick hands, great ball control, and a good finish.
And Chris Mullin answers right back. A quick reply by Mullin with his second bucket. 18 to 14 Warriors approaching the midway mark of the first. Well, Jimmy Lynam just had a few words for Mark Wunderlich. I just happened to look over there and notice. Gilliam.
Yeah, they're going to try to make Gilliam give up the ball.
Here's Ron Anderson.
I was going to say that you don't want to leave Ron Anderson open, though. He is a tremendous 21-foot jump shooter.
He's 26 for his last 39 going into this game. So he is hot. Interesting case. He was 26 as a rookie with the Cavaliers in 1984. He was convinced by a friend to play junior college ball. I think he was working at a supermarket at the time. Alton Lister. Cross court to Tyrone Hill is in the game now. Hill. Quick dividends.
Great move. He was wide open. Gilliam lunges at him, and he goes right around him on the baseline.
He was so effective in Boston. 7 of his 10 rebounds at Boston were in the fourth quarter. You'll be chatting with him at halftime. Should be interesting.
Yeah, I think that was his best game of the year, and he's getting confidence. That's what he needs, too.
Here's a guy who has confidence from the outside, Anderson. Like Tim Hardaway from Chicago.
And like Hardaway, really hasn't gotten the respect that he deserves.
So I remember him with Indiana. People really didn't know much about him, but ball goes out of bounds, and it's a loose ball foul on Lister.
On Lister. And here's the play a moment ago. Lister gets it across the hill. Now watch Gilliam come out. This is a good read by Tyrone Hill. He just has a nice, easy lane to the hoop when Gilliam overextends.
All right, the Warriors by 2. 5:05 left in the first. Paul Mokeski getting up for the Warriors to spell Alton Lister with the 2 fouls. Anderson with Mullin, 10 on the shot clock. Gilliam with the turnaround. Pretty.
See, he fades back. He's big. He fades back. You can't get to the ball, and he has a very soft touch.
8 points. He shoots 52%. Here's Lister with a fadeaway. Green drills it ahead to Gilliam. Armen Gilliam is red hot.
Yeah, the former #1 draft choice out of UNLV. Played with Phoenix. They dealt him to Charlotte. And your first instinct is to say, what's wrong with Armen Gilliam? He puts up big numbers.
Uh-oh.
Oh, uh-oh is right.
Alton Lister hobbling.
No, Tim Hardaway.
I mean, Tim Hardaway hobbling around.
He hasn't put any weight on the foot yet. I don't want to tell you something. Let's see, is it an ankle? Is it Achilles? Let's see what happens.
Jump to conclusions.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, ankle. There it is. He stepped right on the foot of Rick Mahorn. There, that's his ankle.
Full timeout called for by Golden State.
There's a timeout. 4:24 to go in the first. Sixers 22, Warriors 20.
For participating in the Sixers Score Foundation, Bell, Pennsylvania. Meineke discount.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
Ringgold's Jewelers.
I think
First Trust Savings Bank.
I don't know. I don't know.
You ready?
Take him into the locker room or take him to his seat.
Ready for this? 2 to 3 weeks. Turned ankle.
No, don't say that.
Stepped on Mahorn. Mahorn's foot turned over. I'm not going to stay on the air.
Yeah. I mean, no. How can you tell?
Because I know, Steve, I've been around it for my life. That's what happens. I know which ligaments it is. It's these ligaments, right? I know exactly which ligaments they are.
Unbelievable.
I know the exact same. I know.
Yeah. All right. I have a feeling not.
Dan, when we go to commercial, I never know
What's
if we're
that?
clear or not. When
Where is this? Thanks.
Okay. Oh, I'll tell you.
Section 23, row 2,
Yeah.
seat 7. Will receive a B-17 flying foot.
I mean, if you can, you know.
And the fifth winner is
Left foot on right foot. That's a stupid play by Mahorn. I hate that. Stepping in there.
Will those winners please go to the information booth by Section U on the concourse. That's Section A, row 6, seat 7. Section B, row 15, seat 1. Section 4, row 2, seat 4.
Was it Mahorn's what? His left or right?
Mahorn's right foot. Mahorn's right foot, Tim's left foot.
Report to Section U, the information booth on the concourse.
All right, keep an eye on Rick Mahorn's foot and Tim Hardaway's foot. There it is.
Yeah, you could see it turn over. Those are little ligaments just on the outside, just below the ankle.
Tell you what, Jim, good
Yeah.
sign. Hardaway standing up and dancing around in front of the Warrior bench with Tom Abdenar looking on, the trainer.
It's a very good sign. If he can put weight on it right now, because he couldn't for the first 60 or 90 seconds.
I think he was just scared to put weight on it.
Well, it hurts. Believe me, I've done that several times.
Oh.
We'll talk about that as it
Haven't
goes
we
on.
all? It's worse when it's on somebody else's foot all the time. You see that so often. Pritchard's in there for Hardaway. Chris Mullin, tough shot.
Yeah, he seems to be getting back in his rhythm. They're going to need him tonight, particularly if Hardaway has trouble playing minutes.
Quickly down floor. Warriors unable to get back on the transition, and Hawkins with the easy two.
What a great lead pass to Hersey Hawkins.
His first team board.
I'm not sure, did that come from Armen Gilliam? I mean, if it is, he's doing it all. Yeah, I believe it did.
Was from Andre Turner, I believe. He's into the ball game now, number 4. Hersey Hawkins sinks the free throw. He has 9 points, 25-22 Sixers. Andre Turner, who has had cups of coffee with 5 other teams before joining the 76ers. Now here's a turnover against the Warriors.
Yeah, Mokeski's claiming that Rick Mahorn deflected it. I would hope so, because otherwise that's a horrible pass.
Warriors out of sync here all of a sudden. Gilliam over Hill. 2 Warriors underneath. Mokeski snares it. They're really going to need it from Richmond and Mullin now. There's Chris Mullin, fadeaway. Ron Anderson and Andre Turner pushes it down, former Memphis State star.
Yeah, they're looking to push it.
Turner, a very exciting, dynamic ball handler. Big star from the CBA. Mullin up high with Hawkins.
Not giving him any room, is he? Wouldn't let him put it on the floor even.
All over him. Pritchard. 8 on the shot clock. Pritchard, the triple pump off of Andre Turner. And it'll be Golden State ball.
Sixers substitution number 8.
Here comes Manute Bowl into the game. Bowl replacing Mahorn, who was rather quiet in the opening minutes. Doesn't look himself. His buddy Charles Barkley not on hand. Here's Mokeski. Andre Turner played the WBL, the World Basketball League, this past summer. Hawkins for 3.
Richmond hits him on the arm.
Personal fouls on Mitch.
Number 2 on Mitch Richmond.
Usually don't want to bail out a guy who's shooting from three-point area.
Guess who's coming in?
Hardaway's coming back.
Oh, what a great sign for the Warriors. Tim Hardaway apparently was minor. He and Higgins will check in, and Mokeski and Hill go out.
Well, it's interesting. You know, Barkley's not playing tonight because he hurt his ankle a week ago tonight. He played the last 10 minutes of the ball game, and yet they put him in a soft cast after that, and he's still not playing yet. Now,
and he wanted to play tonight. The doctor said no.
So, but it's interesting in comparison. There's a guy that can play at the time, and yet afterwards unable to play. Let's hope that is not the case with Tim Hardaway.
Yes, and we've seen that happen before.
It's just all a matter of the severity of it. When you turn it over like that, off of the side of a foot, if you're really quick reacting, and usually you're quick reacting if you've done it once or twice before, your body somehow senses it coming, and you let up, and you don't put all that weight on it, then you don't strain that ligament as much.
The voice of experience, Mitch Richmond. Nice tip by Higgins, but out of bounds. It's 27-22 Sixers.
Would have been a clever play if it worked by Higgins to Hardaway.
That's what he was trying to do.
Pretty quick thinking.
Andre Turner. Gilliam, the quick turnaround move. Manute Bowl gets the rebound, broken up by Mullin, but they call a reach-in foul on the play.
Personal fouls on
Chris Mullin is his first. His old buddy and teammate, Manute Bowl.
Yeah, here you see Manute just go up. Looks pretty good. He's going to get that little jump hook, but Mullin reaches in. Is real good, buddy.
Makes the first. He is 8 for 16 coming in, 50%. He had started in the first 5 games after the Jaminski trade. Now he's off the bench. He makes both. Manute against his old mates. You know, he really wants this one. Traded for a first-round pick in '91, 2 years with Golden State from the Sudan. Manute gets the rebound.
I'm amazed that Hardaway still can push off that ankle. Didn't even retape it. In those instances, tape doesn't help either when you come off the foot.
You get the feeling he's parked bionic. Anderson, nice shift to the left. Bangs it down.
Well, first quarter, 2 men. Anderson and Gilliam, and a little bit of help from Hawkins. Those 3 guys have done it.
Mullin, tough angle. Biggest lead for the Sixers, 9. 1:50 to go in the quarter, and the ball's turned over by the Sixers.
And that gives you a little glimpse about Andre Turner and why he's struggled and just has had like hotel dates at different places.
He sure has.
You don't ever want to leave your feet without having something in mind.
Here's Kevin Pritchard now.
As Pritchard did just then.
Exact same thing. Andre Turner, nice pass. Ron Anderson has 10. Sixers looking very fluid when they run the ball.
You know, Golden State had the lead, and all of a sudden, the Sixers have bolted out to an 11-point advantage.
They're just bottling things up.
Personal foul, Andre Turner.
Andre Turner picks up the foul.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just isolate a situation like this. Isolate, let somebody go one-on-one. Let's bring everybody out, spread the court.
Richmond from Pritchard. Not going down. Good hands by Hardaway, but it'll be Sixers ball.
Interesting, Hardaway and Pritchard in there. Hardaway is on Hersey Hawkins, Pritchard on the little guy, Andre Turner.
Easy target, Manute Bowl. He's going to put up a hook. What do you call that, Jim? You saw more than I did.
They call that a floating hook.
I see. Mitch Richmond now. Flings it over to Mullin. Outside to Hardaway. Thinks about a 3. He's 4th in the league. Pritchard, the pull-up. Got it.
Kevin Pritchard.
Kevin Pritchard. Well, the Warriors have the Sixers right where they want them. They've been coming from behind all year. 33-24. Good ball movement to Hawkins for 3. Hersey Hawkins, who shoots it at 39% from 3-point range, 37 for 94 before that one. Is 14. Quickie to Richmond. And it's 36-26. Philadelphia. 22 seconds to go in the first. Little pressure here in the backcourt. Andre Turner. played for the Calgary team, the WBL, and the Memphis team. It's a long way away. Calgary, Alberta. Basketball in Western Canada. 8 seconds to go in the first. Up, good play by Pritchard. He stripped him ahead to Hardaway. He's got time, 3 seconds. Tim Hardaway, nothing wrong with his ankle. 10 points for Hardaway.
Nothing wrong with his mind either. A lot of guys would have panicked in that situation. He just looked at the clock and just took it all the way in.
Very smoothly. And from midcourt, Turner. Ooh, close. Looking for 3 from half court off the side of the rim. That is the end of the first with the score. The 76ers 36. The Warriors 28.
Good. Thanks, Dan. Thank you.
14 for Hersey.
Anything about, you know, Manute and stuff?
Right.
You know,
I might say something I don't want to say, though.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we absolutely do. Right. We absolutely do. Oh, yeah. Right.
Still miss Dave Zinkoff.
Yeah.
Okay. There'll never be another. Take a look at our Diet Pepsi game summary. That's not the story on Charles Barkley, generally speaking, from day to day. That's just tonight. Barkley does not dress. Hardaway hurts his ankle, but does return as he stepped on Rick Mahorn's foot. You check out the shooting. Good shooting by the 76ers, 56%. And the big story in the first quarter was Hersey Hawkins, who had 14. Steve Albert, Jim Barnett. We're underway in the second. 36-28, Philadelphia. Andre Turner seeing a lot of time. Here is Manute Bol with Chris Mullin. Slight height advantage for Manute. 7-7 against 6-7. And Pritchard pushed Turner.
Yeah, the old force out that they now call automatically a personal foul. Pritchard on the sideline. Little bump with the thigh.
Andre Turner watched closely by Pritchard. Off to Anderson, the quick release. Bol out rebounds Mullin.
Well, you know, you talk about a mismatch. It won't hurt you very often. That's probably the only way it can hurt you.
The man from the Sudan, Manute Bol, makes it 38-28, Philadelphia. Rod Higgins thought about the three, gives it off to Richmond, who is more open. And a foul on the play. Jayson Williams, loose ball foul, just got into the ball game out of St. John's, the rookie, former first-round pick of the Phoenix Suns. Philadelphia gave a #1 pickup next year to acquire Jayson Williams. They were not happy with him in the Valley of the Sun. Here's Rod Higgins. Rod Higgins gets a three. Rod Higgins, who shoots him at 32% from three-point range. Very effective road trip for Higgins. Big factor down the stretch in both Boston and New Jersey. It's a 7-point game after the Warriors trailed by 11. Here's a sweeping rebound by Mitch Richmond. Tim Hardaway.
A little pushing foul, non-shooting foul. I was going to say Mullin has a lot of guts. Manute rebounds over and puts it back. This time he doesn't even bother to block Manute off. He goes running down the court. Richmond goes in and gets the rebound.
No conscience.
Oh.
Hawkins with number 1.
See, they're really trying to bring Manute out, and they think they can get some three-point shots by ball movement.
And there it is. Chris Mullin attempted it. Here comes Andre Turner. And Hersey Hawkins. Dick Bavetta blows the whistle.
And probably be on Pritchard and a shooting foul. If you can make your hand go up rather than down, watch this left hand of Pritchard go down. That's almost automatic. If you can go in there and try to get position and maybe just put the hand up and catch the ball that way, the official loves to call it when he sees the arm go down.
Well, Hersey Hawkins, third year out of Bradley, is 5 for 5 at the line, is 14, all in the first quarter. Has become very smooth and crafty.
And he's an excellent free throw shooter. He's 86%. Armen Gilliam is at 87%. And overall, this is a pretty good free throw shooting team at 79.
Brian Oliver just checked in. 16 for Hersey Hawkins.
You know, you talk about shooting percentage, field goal percentage. Barkley is number 2 all time in the NBA. And you take away his three-point shots, he'd be number 1.
I thought it was 31. It's 21. Kenny Payne. Pritchard. Tough shot.
Yeah, how about a little double clutch and a hang? Just lets the defender float by.
Sixers lead it 40-33. Hersey Hawkins in a crowd. Forced it. Rebound Higgins. Hardaway pushes it across. Moving in on Payne. The lob to Richmond. Hersey Hawkins the steal.
Yeah, Hardaway thought Richmond was going to finish. Didn't continue toward the ball.
Faked them out. Hawkins with Richmond. Hawkins on the drive, does a spin, nowhere to go inside. Looking for help, finds Jayson Williams. 8 on the shot clock. Andre Turner. Here's Hawkins. 5 on the timer. The crowd growing anxious. Good defense by Richmond, out of bounds to the Sixers. 2 on the shot clock.
2 seconds on the 24-second clock. 2 seconds.
Kenny Payne signals for a 20-second timeout.
20-second timeout. 20-second timeout.
Payne comes off his longest stint in 2 months. He played 20 minutes against New Jersey. He has struggled since a good early season performance in Atlanta. Second year out of Louisville, where he was a shooter.
A moment ago, Mullin out to Richmond, then a cutting Kevin Pritchard. Watch how he just hangs and lets Payne go by, and the double clutch kisses it off the glass, as your old friend Raftery used to say.
Good memory. The kiss. Big back east here.
Just going to bring back some memories for you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't get a chance to see Raf when the Warriors were in New Jersey. I think he was shaking hands and opening up a supermarket somewhere. 40-33 76ers. Andre Turner beat the clock, couldn't get it to go. Here's Rod Higgins now. Pritchard and Hardaway playing in the backcourt. Interesting. Rod Higgins for 3. Rebounded by Kenny Payne. Hasn't been getting many minutes because of Charles Barkley. Should see more here with Barkley out with the bad ankle. Badly sprained left ankle. And the presence of a stress fracture was discovered after a bone scan. Expected to be out maybe 2 weeks. Rod Higgins with his first.
Third team foul.
Yeah, you just see a little post-up move. Higgins rubbing chest to chest, or chest to shoulder.
Here's Hersey Hawkins. Down to Jayson Williams. Ooh, he's in all kinds of trouble. He just gave it away. Hardaway shovels it off to Mullin, stops, pops. It still won't go. Manute ball lost it out of bounds. Should be Warrior ball.
Warriors are getting all kinds of open shots. Good ball movement in the first half. But they came out of the gate 7-12 at 58%. At the quarter, they were 48, so they shot 6 for 15 the remainder of that quarter. That's 40%, by the way. And they're just not really getting the outside shot to fall.
Tolbert's in for Higgins. Here's Hardaway with the drive. Rebounded by Richmond. And stay right here, says Mark Wonderland.
Personal foul on Andre Turner. His second.
Andre Turner with his second. Non-shooting. It's 40-33 Sixers. 8:25 left in the first half. Still not going for Chris Mullin. He has now been in a 2+ game slump. Hawkins backs in on Hardaway. Stripped by Hardaway. Here comes Pritchard. Pass behind Hardaway, deflected out by Turner. It'll be Warriors basketball.
Yeah, Kevin Pritchard was very lucky. You could see that break transpire. He's got to slow up a little bit, let the flow go ahead. He just took it right to the teeth of the defense, and really it crowded everything.
Rick Mahorn replacing Manute Paul. Paul leaves with 4 points, a couple of rebounds.
Gets a good hand, and rightly so.
Good minutes. Warriors still down by 7. Biggest lead was 11 by the Sixers. For the Warriors, 4. Pretty duck under move by Richmond. 8 points for Mitch Richmond. And the Warriors within 5. They're trying to get it to Jayson Williams, well covered by Higgins. And in and out. Tolbert gobbles it up. Here comes Hardaway. Guarded by Andre Turner. Tough assignment. Gets freed up. Tries to bank it. It rolls off the rim. Turner pushing it down against Hardaway. This is Kenny Payne for 2. He was on the line. Played in the shadows of Purvis Ellison at Louisville. Warriors down 7.
Everybody played in the shadows of Ellison, didn't they?
True. If you were on that team. Richmond.
Not only because of the talent, but because of the height.
Big guy. 10 points. Now he's doing it in Washington. 42-37 Philadelphia. 6:45 to go in the half. Hersey Hawkins for 3. Tom Tolbert grabs another board. This is Hardaway straight down the gut. Fires it up. Good.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing so effectively as of late. And when he gets that complimentary game, inside, outside, really tough on the defender.
12 points for Tim Hardaway. The Sixers call time with 6:24 left in the half. It's Philadelphia 42, Golden State 39.
Program owners go down during halftime and try their luck at making a shot from half court. If someone makes this shot, they win a 4-day, 3-night trip for 2 to Orlando, Florida. Courtesy of business travel experts, American Airlines, and guest Suite Hotel.
Is that me? What is that? Oh, it looked like the. Oh, it looks like the notebook.
The center of your program.
What is this?
Tonight's lucky numbers are 17,894 through 17,903. The numbers once again 17894.
What am I doing here? I mean, am I saying this is a community notebook?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Those are the lucky programs.
You don't want to say community notebook, do you, Dan?
What's going to be first?
For your shot.
Okay. Look it over. Okay. All right, I'm going to do that.
You do not want him to say community notebook, correct? Right.
This isn't what you did. It's not the
tonight.
same words.
I've done it before, though.
Okay.
I've done it before, yes.
I see. All right. Yeah, I get it. All right. All right. Warriors are right back in it after trailing by 11 points. They're within 3, 42-39 with 6:24 left in the first half. Jim Barnett will be chatting with rookie Tyrone Hill, who has been coming on strong of late at halftime. We look forward to that. And on the floor now for the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Pritchard, Tim Hardaway, and Mitch Richmond, with Tom Tolbert and Rod Higgins. So going with the small lineup.
And Brian Oliver.
Now he's there.
Number 31 out of Georgia Tech.
The rookie second-round pick who started for Hawkins against New Jersey on Saturday and shot just 4 for 10. Here's Turner. Oliver with his first shot. Brian Oliver, called one of the best players in the country by Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski. Pretty high praise.
Yeah, it certainly is.
He was an off guard at Georgia Tech last year, but was point guard before Kenny Anderson. Tom Tolbert. Coming off that sore back, took a hard spill in Boston, but showed his resiliency. 44-41 Sixers. Tough shot. Mahorn gets the roll. 32-year-old Rick Mahorn, who has a history of back trouble. He had been the Sixers' power forward, then shifted to center with the trade of Jaminski. Good hands by Mahorn. Hardaway recovers. Don Nelson going wild on the sidelines. Look at this. Jump ball.
Armen Gilliam will jump with Tim.
Yeah, they go against Gilliam and Hardaway. Around the back was Tolbert. Now watch them. Hardaway having a very tough time getting around Mahorn, but he does, and then he comes into the defenders. But look at Gilliam chase the ball. Now watch the elbows here, where you don't see the finish there. Obviously, you know who gets the tip.
The Sixers control. Here's Brian Oliver. Seeing more action recently after playing sparingly. And it's 48-41 Sixers. The Warriors in quest of their second straight win here in Philly, which hasn't happened since 1979 after losing 10 straight here. Similar to the Boston situation. Kevin Pritchard.
Pritchard's getting a lot of playing time tonight. And let me make a point about a rookie. Sometimes a rookie has to play even more exceptionally, even better than he's capable, because he's not going to get the grace from the coach. Here's the last play. 76ers are really looking to get it out and run. They've thrown away a couple. There's one.
Here's Oliver again. Two Warriors underneath.
But anyway, rookie really has to prove himself because he just doesn't get the many chances as a veteran will.
Tim Hardaway. And a foul on Kevin Pritchard.
Loose ball foul.
Overly aggressive Kevin Pritchard with his third loose ball foul. Don Nelson getting Larry Robinson, the rookie out of Centenary, into the ball game. Let's see. Brian Anderson in for Kenny Payne for the Sixers. Larry Robinson. Must have been a thrill to go to Boston. His cousin Robert Parrish went to the same school as the Chief. Played only 1 minute though in that win. Gilliam way off, and Mahorn. Somebody must have gotten a piece of that. Here underneath is Oliver. In traffic, plus the foul.
Well, Brian Oliver has really come in here late in the second quarter and given them a big lift. You know, he's not real big, about 6'4", but you can see he's kind of got a Barkley body, so he can bang it around inside. He's strong.
Now, if he starts doing quotes like Charles Barkley, we're in trouble. Prior to the injury, Barkley described himself as being on his way to his 6th MVP season, even though he has yet to win the award once. There you go.
Well, that's confidence.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about Barkley, a couple of years ago, I really was not a Charles Barkley fan. But I really think he has fine-tuned his game and done a lot of things to help his teammates. And he may have a cause to say he's the MVP. He's put up some good numbers the last couple of years.
He's won a lot of people over with his personality and charm. Last few years, he's refined it nicely. Oh, great play by Hardaway, plus the foul. How did he do that?
He shows you a different look every night. Just something comes different. This way, watch the drive off both feet and just kind of sideways up to the hoop, shoots it from the hip, and he gets the roll off the glass.
Sometimes difficult to describe. Tim Hardaway, he has 14 points.
Those are the kinds of shots, you don't really practice those, you just make them up on the spur of the moment. And if you have good control of yourself, they oftentimes go in.
All right, 5-point Sixer lead, 3:50 remaining of the half. Rickey Green. Here's Gilliam with Hill. Trapping defense. 5 on the shot clock. Anderson short. Rebounded Tolbert. Loose ball foul underneath. Rick Mahorn. Rick Mahorn. Well, now they're calling it on Gilliam. Sure looked like Mahorn. So that's number 2 on Gilliam.
Tyrone
That was strange. Tyrone Hill to the line for the first time, shooting 60%. You give him any good tips on shooting free throws during your halftime interview?
Well, you know, I see a different Tyrone Hill than I saw early part of the season. First of all, he's more glib than he was. He's coming out of the shell, and I think that can only enhance his play on the court. To me, it's a sign of maturity and of being comfortable in the environment.
Well, he made a big free throw in Boston the other night. He missed one, then made one under a lot of pressure. And he makes 1 out of 2 here. 51-47, 76ers. 3.5 to go in the half. Pretty good crowd on hand. They have had their attendance difficulties, despite being a solid winning team. Armen Gilliam in all kinds of trouble.
He may have gotten fouled. There was no whistle.
Oh, up the pinball effect. The Warriors lose the handle. Here comes Oliver. Great fake past Tolbert. Pretty. Everything but. And then Gilliam, no. Anderson gets it back. Look at this. I think they worked for that one.
What a shot. Dick Pavetta has something, though. Is he going to take the basket away? I think they are.
That will not be a popular call here.
No, I don't think they will, though. There's something going on. I don't know what it is.
Pavetta trying to remove both coaches from the scene.
That was a tremendous second effort by Anderson.
Sure was.
I don't even think he was off the floor when he shot it. He was falling backward.
Well, a conference going on now in front of the scorer's table. What could they be thinking?
I wonder if Higgins, is that Nolan?
Yes.
I wonder if Higgins gave Nolan Fine that haircut like he did Tolbert the other night. You see that little razor cut through the top? All right, here's the sequence. Hardaway almost comes up with a steal. It goes back to Rickey Green. He turns the corner a little bit and dishes it off to Anderson, or excuse me, Brian Oliver. Now watch Oliver. Goes in strong, doesn't get the roll. Gilliam misses. Back to Anderson. Watch this shot.
Shot upward towards the basket.
It's got to count.
And they're still checking something out there by the computer. It made it 53-47 Sixers with 3:02 left in the first half.
I wish I could tell you what they're talking about. I have no idea.
Can't read lips, folks. We're way upstairs, by the way, so it's difficult to tell.
Obviously, it's not in the Warriors' favor if he's coming to talk to Nelson.
Dick Pavetta, who was the official in Boston when they had the problem with Atlanta.
Warrior basketball.
It's a basket. No, so what was that all about?
I have no idea. No change at all. The PA announcer said no change. Okay.
Was that weird or what? Okay. Tim Hardaway.
I don't think it'll be Hardaway going to the line. I think it was on the rebound.
Personal foul, Rick Mahorn, his first.
Rick Mahorn with his
Team
first.
over the limit. The Warriors call
timeout. We take a look at that last play with 2:51 to go in the half. The 76ers by 6.
Girls interested in sharpening their basketball skills should make plans to attend the Sixers summer basketball camp in the Poconos. 6 fun-filled weekly sessions are available. Also, 76er day camps are conducted in schools right in your neighborhood.
What was that?
With an all-new over 30 fantasy league.
What was that delay about?
Dan, I'm sorry, I didn't even know there was a replay. Look, I didn't look. Sorry, I didn't know there was a replay there. I was watching.
They're saying
I was watching the team and leaning forward, and
they were
well, not totally.
Warriors in question whether it was a 24-second violation.
Okay.
That's it.
How could it be?
I don't know.
It hit the rim. They couldn't be.
I don't know.
It hit the rim, and
It looked like it hit the rim.
Gilliam's hit the rim.
24.
Yeah. What are they talking about?
What did you say now, Dan? I'm sorry. Tapes. Okay. Oh, jeez, I thought it was coming this way.
It won't hurt.
I didn't know what it was before I got startled.
See, in Boston, I was in it. I'm out of it.
Oh, it's.
I can't.
Well, first of all, you're far away from
Yeah, I have no rhythm.
And secondly, it's a lousy game.
I have no rhythm.
Crummy game. It's very quiet here.
Oh, yeah, this.
There's a lull. Desert Storm, not Desert Shield anymore. Okay. All right, thanks you.
You got it.
With With your assistance, your friends and relatives who are serving at Operation Desert Storm can keep up on Warriors game action with the help of high-speed tape duplication. And the Farmers Insurance Group of companies, audio cassette tapes of each Warriors home game are being sent to American troops in the desert, and you can specify to whom the tapes are sent. To have a Warriors game tape sent to a specific service person, please provide the Warriors with a postcard containing the service person's name and the complete military address. Tim Hardaway at the line.
Yeah, it is Hardaway on the shot. I didn't think anybody got to him. They said Mahorn did. I thought Tom Tolbert was going to the line because he got pushed clear across the lane. He had the inside position.
And Hardaway has 17 points. 53-49, the Sixers by 4. They've led most of the way. Biggest lead 11. They've won 2 in a row, has Philadelphia, after losing 2. Warriors have won 2 straight, 4 out of 5. Oh, brother. Rick Mahorn was just hammered by Tom Tolbert, his second.
Over the limit. Rick Mahorn will be at the foul line, shooting 2.
Mahorn to the line, first time he shoots 80%. Rick of the muscular inside game in his 11th year out of Hampton Institute. And he learned well early in his career from Wes Unseld.
Yeah, years in Washington there.
Tremendous compliment to Charles Barkley when Barkley's healthy.
And they're best of buddies.
Sure are.
You know, the Warriors have done a good job in the second quarter on Gilliam.
Yeah, where's he been?
Yeah, he was off the block early in the first quarter, but has not been a factor here.
He has 10 points all in the first. And the Warriors down 6. Tolbert over Mahorn. Good play by Tom Tolbert. Presence of mind to find Hardaway for 3. Got it.
That's a 3-pointer.
He looked right at Rickey Green. Rickey Green has to give him respect. Hardaway had the dribble in his hand. He didn't want him to go exploding by. Green never got his hands up.
20 points already for Hardaway, and he's on one of his tears again. He has 92 points in the last 2+ games. Not bad. Tom Tolbert grabs it. 3-point Philadelphia lead. Well, the Warriors have really hushed this crowd. Richmond, no. Well, we wanted to bury that one. Oliver's got it. Here comes Green, drills it into Anderson. They run the floor nicely.
See, he came from the protector side. Richmond shot the ball and went in to try to get that offensive rebound momentarily. Hardaway again from 20 feet on the right side.
Is he feeling it? He has 22. Tim Hardaway. And it's 57-54 Sixers.
So the double teaming Armen, making him give up the ball.
Green wide open. Couldn't sting it. Rebound Tolbert again. Really boxing out nicely, getting good position.
That's why I said, though, you can leave Rickey Green tonight.
Warriors set up, down by 3. Tolbert on the drive. Drew the foul.
Personal foul,
Rick Mahorn with his number 2.
Tolbert, one of the few players that's right-handed that prefers to go left. And he really prefers to go left with the drive, and there you see him extend with the left. Nice long step, gets himself to the line. But I think he has to work on the move that takes him back to the right, keep everybody honest.
And Chris Mullin checking back in for the Warriors. Tom Tolbert with his first trip to the line, shooting 75%. He can bring the Warriors within 1. It's a 2-point game. 57-55, 1 minute left in the half. Brian Oliver. Ooh.
He has really helped them here in the second quarter.
10 off the bench for Oliver. The second-round pick from Georgia Tech. Here's Hardaway with the left hand. Goodness gracious, what a shot. 24 for Hardaway at the half.
He's a creator.
2-point Philadelphia lead. Here's Oliver again. Broken up by Tolbert. Recovered. The finger roll goes. Brian Oliver, a major factor here, has 12.
Yeah, where'd they find this guy?
Second-round pick, number 32 overall. Tolbert, no. Oliver there. Lost it and recovered by Green. 25 seconds to go in the half. Philadelphia by 4. Here's Brian Oliver. Oliver out deep with Mullin. 14 seconds is a 3-second differential on the shot clock. Oliver on the drive. And the foul. And Tyrone Hill shaken up. They've gotten a jammed finger or something.
I think he got a knee to the groin area.
Okay.
I think he is really going to take a few deep breaths along the baseline.
You're right. Says he's okay.
Yeah, he, not only to compound the error, watch Oliver, probably the right knee as it goes in there, yeah. And then he gets hit on the arm. Oliver goes to the line with 2 free throws. Hill goes out of bounds, picks up the foul too, and has to recuperate at halftime.
And emerges as a soprano. So Brian Oliver will go to the line. Ooh, that's smart, just looking at it.
A technical foul assessed to Armen Gilliam.
On Gilliam. Armen Gilliam, Jim.
Yeah, that's very strange and also not real smart. 5.5 seconds to go.
Yeah.
You have a potential 3-point play, and Mullin.
Hold the string.
I don't think I've ever seen him miss a free throw that badly.
87% shooter. He's 5th all time, and yeah, that one banged off the front.
I mean, it didn't have a chance.
No rotation on it.
Oh, he never got it up in the air. Like you said, he pulled the string. That's exactly what he did. That's
No.
very uncharacteristic.
Brian Oliver.
He's playing with confidence, isn't he?
Sure is. 3 for 3 from the line is 13 points.
For the 76ers, for Armen Gilliam. Mitch Richmond returns.
All right, now they get the reserves in. Richmond, 5.5 seconds. The Warriors down by 5. Heading into the locker room at the half. Pritchard's back in. Tolbert goes out. So they got some shooters in there now. Brian Oliver, who has done the job here tonight for Jimmy Lynam off the bench. 14 points. 5.5 seconds. The Warriors down 6. Here comes Hardaway with pressure. 3 seconds. Hardaway from midcourt. He'll fire it up. It is almost good. Close. Well, the Warriors hanging around. And at the end of 1 half of play, it's the Philadelphia 76ers 63 and the Golden State Warriors 57. Arabia. All right, we're getting ready for the second half. The Sixers lead at 63 to 57.
I kind of wish Manute had taken out Sudan with a spear that he had with the lion that time, but I better not comment on that.
I think you just did, and well put. I wholeheartedly concur with you, my friend. Should have slam dunked them. All right, the 76ers have the ball. Rickey Green and Hersey Hawkins in the backcourt. Mahorn, Hawkins, and Gilliam, or Mahorn, Anderson, and Gilliam up front. The Warriors counter with Mullin, Hardaway, Tolbert, Lister, and Richmond. And Rick Mahorn. 6 points for Mahorn. 65-57 Philadelphia. Their biggest lead was 11 in the first. The Warriors 4. Mullin still looking to get on track with the outside shot. Now he's 4 for 10. Tonight, good rebound by Lister. A fresh 24 for Richmond. Didn't need much of it. 12 points for Mitch Richmond, all from the floor.
Yeah, that was an offensive rebound, but if the Warriors move the ball, swing it side to side, strong to weak, you will get open shots.
Warriors having a very successful road trip and doing it without Sharunas Marshallonis, their leading scorer off the bench, out with the bad knee.
Yeah, we hope he's coming along, Sharunas. We do wish you
the best.
Speedy recovery.
You know that Sharunas is tuned in tonight.
Yeah, the situation in Vilnius, that's about 60 miles from his hometown, and the problems they're incurring with the Soviet Union. Just a troubled times right now.
Hersey Hawkins off the crossover. Pretty move. And the ball deflected out of bounds by Alton Lister.
Yeah, Warriors very fortunate because everybody was reaching on defense that time, Steve. Instead of taking up the space with the feet. Watch the reach by Hardaway, the reach by Tolbert.
And off the inbounds, Armen Gilliam from just in front of the foul line.
Yeah, Gilliam gets back on the board, 10 points all in the first quarter, and he finished the first half that way. Right. So he starts out again early in the third.
67-59 Sixers. Tom Tolbert rebounded by Gilliam.
Sometimes Tolbert just thinks a little bit too much. Just shoot that shot. Don't even think about it.
Pretty crossover dribble by Hawkins. Throws up a wild one as he got the foul. Mitch Richmond or Alton Lister.
You know, Mullin can get away with reaching at a guy not there in the open court, just too far out. He can get away with it reaching around the hoop when a guy goes up for the shot, but that time you just want to retreat, recover, and play good body position defense.
Hersey Hawkins.
Number 3 on Lister.
And you put your big man at jeopardy. He has to cover up for you, picks up another foul.
And Hawkins is now 8 for 8 from the line. 9 for 9. Has 18 points, averages a little more than 20. And it's 69-59, the Sixers by 10. 10 minutes remaining in the third.
So Hersey Hawkins getting more shots. Oh,
Good give up.
Oh, what a tough pass. He went up for the shot, spotted Hardaway, and Hardaway, fortunately, didn't look at the hoop for a rebound. He saw the ball coming.
Teamwork.
But see, Hawkins is getting more shots. Barkley's out of the lineup. So they're really going to him offensively tonight.
They expect Barkley to miss at least the next 3 games, possibly 2 weeks. With the sprained ankle, here's Mahorn. He's starting to come alive now. He's hit his last 2. Averages just 9.5. He's not called upon to score big numbers. 71-61 Sixers. Richmond. And doesn't get the roll. Rebounded by Armen Gilliam. This is Anderson, who stops and pucks. 16 Anderson. The Sixers heating up from the perimeter, and that spells trouble. Warriors call time. 9:07 left in the third. Warriors down by 12.
Sixers Lucky Section, where everyone's saying the Lucky Section receives a discount and free product offer coupons from Simple Green, Chilton Book Company, Lee Oil Filters, and Chevron Chemical. Everyone's saying the Lucky Row will receive
with Manute.
It's
good. I think people will agree.
The person in the lucky seat wins the coupons, the tickets, the official 76ers basketball, signed by Charles Barkley.
But the line was asleep, right? At the time.
I don't know.
That's the joke.
Lucky section
Is this us? Is this Minnesota? Hey, very nice.
Section J is Row.
Let's go there tonight. Okay.
Yeah, after the game.
Congratulations, start one of the 76ers Lucky Section. Lucky Section J, row 7, seat 12. And the Sixers.
Oh, is it? On the Warriors basketball network, 5 p.m. local time.
I'm trying to get my knees in just a minute. Damn.
The 76ers will be retiring. The all
This is the closest.
number 13, Will Chamberlain. The Atlanta festivities in the tickets now reported it is too late to purchase remaining tickets. Go to the
Yeah, that's a summer shot.
We're down to number 13 on the night. We will never forget.
Good. I got something to say. Okay. As I always do. As I always do. Okay. There's a beautiful shot of downtown Minneapolis, and if you look real closely, you can see Mary Richards and Ted Baxter. The Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. We'll have that one for you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time on the Warriors Basketball Network as the Warriors charter after this game. Chris Mullin just hit. Not easy to hit behind a picture of Minnesota, but he pulled it off. It's 73-63, 76ers by 10. They just had their biggest lead, and now Ron Anderson equals their biggest lead, 12. 18 for Anderson.
Here in the third quarter, Philadelphia is 5 for 6 from the field.
There's Mullin, freed up. He's got it. Mullin with 2 in a row. He's got 10.
Yeah, he didn't like you to miss that shot because there have been so few and far between lately, so he came back for an instant replay.
Well, is this the start of things to come? We'll find out as far as Mr. Mullin. 10-point ball game. 8:15 to go in the third. But as I said in the first half, the Warriors have the Sixers right where they want them, the way they've been playing and coming back. And it's out of bounds off the Sixers. Little momentum swing here.
Yeah, went right off Anderson. He made a beautiful move behind the back dribble to get around Mullin, but Mullin gets some help from his teammates.
So up a little help from his friends. Mullin with the pump, and he's fouled. Things are picking up.
Well, he's starting to look for a shot. You know, in the first half, he shoots 4 for 9. And part of the reason is, you know, let's face it, Hardaway is shooting more, and well, he should, becoming so effective. But Mullin has to get into the offense a little bit more. I mean, he's too good of a shooter not to be there. I think you got to get him at least 20 shots a game.
Well, he now leads James Worthy in fan voting for the starting spot alongside Karl Malone for the upcoming All-Star game. Fans certainly recognize his talents. He has 12 points, 2 for 3 at the line, and it's an 8-point game, 75-67. Last year, the Warriors were 1-1, winning the game here in Philadelphia. Armen Gilliam.
That's too easy. There's a guy, you know, he can't change direction very easily. Make him go to the left.
77-67, Sixers. Rod Higgins buries it.
Oh, that's interesting. Hardaway may have come up with a steal. Did that go off the hands of Rickey Green? Hardaway was coming back with it. Good defense, almost just stole one.
He is ubiquitous. He's also all over the place.
I was going to say, maybe omnipresent.
That too, and peripatetic. 77-69, Philadelphia by 7. Or make it 8. Here comes Anderson. Ron Anderson. 20 points all from the field.
You see the Warriors so many times taking the lazy way out, Steve, is trying to make the steal. Mullin hot again.
Yeah, really.
He's picking it up.
Heating up and nearly stole it from Hersey Hawkins.
That wasn't a bad decision then, because even if he doesn't come up with a steal, which he didn't, he goes out of bounds, but doesn't come up with the ball, he had a couple of protectors in. Richmond was right next to him, Hardaway coming. But when you're the lone defender, you don't want to, you know, take that risk.
Gilliam urged on to shoot, and it's a charge. Oh, did he take out Tolbert? Tolbert holding his knee.
And I would think that this is just a painful injury. I mean, you know, pain on bone. It might hurt. Let's hope it's not anything more. Knee into knee. No soft tissue there to absorb it. Hopefully he will spring up. You know he's tough. I told you a moment ago that Gilliam had a tough time changing direction, making go to the left. That's what Tolbert did.
Yes, but maybe paying the price.
Still down, Tolbert is.
Hurt his right knee, and busy night for trainer Tom Abdenauer. He had Hardaway to contend with in the first half, but he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right. Let's see if they hit knees, because if they do, it's just bone on bone, and it does hurt. Yeah, knee into knee.
And he's still in pain on the floor. He's feeling it.
They just got to freeze it, you know, spray a little stuff on
Ethyl chloride.
Thank you.
Good friend of mine.
Yeah, I knew her. I was going to say, wasn't she in the sitcom? Okay. I listen. Trust me, he's going to be okay.
Just take the sting out. Being helped up by Tom Abdenauer and Paul Mokeski, and kind of hobbles off.
The Warriors call a full timeout.
You know, it's probably in the. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you, he had his knee turned sideways, so it may have done something else. Who knows? I mean, he is going to go down to the bench, but he needs a lot of help. Walking
very gingerly. 6:55 left in the third. We'll come back with a report on Tolbert. Hopefully, the Sixers by 8. Well, it's much better this half.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he's spraying it right now.
Ethel. Knee on knee.
No, he's not spraying. Just
bone on bone. Right knee.
No, I'll tell you what, he's checking. Well, he's just giving him a check.
Who is it? Armen Gilliam's knee on his knee. Right knee. Check it out. Gilliam.
The guy who was driving.
Okay. So, what does that mean to me? Don't miss out on the fun? Which one?
I don't know what
Is that the short one or the long? Oh, good.
He was a little bit sideways, so I don't know.
I saw it.
First I thought it was bone on bone, but
Thank you, Dan. Good. Well, don't forget, you could win a trip to Oakland to see the Warriors take on the LA Clippers. TV 53 and the Warriors sending 9 winners and their guests to and from the Oakland Coliseum Arena on a chartered bus. To enter, simply send your name, address, and phone number to Warriors Bus Trip number 2, care of TV 53, KAIL, Post Office Box 3053, Clovis, California. Enter today and don't stop the noise. Tom Tolbert. and Tom Abdenauer. 76ers by 8, 79-71. Mitch Richmond cuts the gap down. He has 14. It's now a 6-point game. Tom Tolbert at the end of the bench with Tom Abdenauer. Took a knee into his right knee. Ooh, Anderson nearly lost it. Here's Green, and he is mauled. Tyrone Hill with the foul.
You know, Rickey Green had not scored in the game, still has not scored. But he's always dangerous going to the hoop. But I still would have run at him with the big guys. You had him collapse there and make him earn the basket.
And that is his first point of the night. Make it 2. 81-73 76ers. The Sixers 22-14 with a makeshift lineup.
Yeah, Rod.
Higgins, nice drop off to Hardaway. Everybody thought he was going to shoot.
Yeah, the little guy is posting up. Hardaway, it's the second one under the same place.
6-footer. Smallest guy on the floor has 26, the most points. Warriors within 6 points. Hersey Hawkins for 3. That's his second in a row, and he has 21. 9-point Sixer lead. They've led just about all the way. But this was the case in Boston and New Jersey, too. So we'll see what happens tonight in the fourth quarter. Fade away by Hardaway. He has mastered that shot. Beautiful. 28.
I think he's mastered a lot of shots. Anywhere on the court, he's always a threat now.
That's the shot that killed New Jersey down the stretch on Tuesday. Rickey Green, his first field goal of the night.
You see, you give him a couple of free throws. It's amazing what it does to your mind, and he hits the outside shot.
86-77 Philly. 5:20 left, third quarter. Hardaway looking down. Hardaway drives and drew the foul. Down he goes again.
You think Hardaway has some respect from fellow NBA players? His peers know his tremendous explosiveness. So watch this. Everybody looking. Hawkins looking. They all gather. He goes in. Mahorn, Gilliam. 4 guys.
Yeah, that wasn't Pee Wee Herman he was going up against. That was Rick Mahorn.
I mean, he got the attention of 4 76ers.
Number 3 on the big guy Mahorn. Hardaway, 5 for 5 at the line, a 79% shooter. Give him 29 points now. He's going to have another 30-point game tonight. 3 in a row.
As you look at Don Nelson calling out a little defensive set, I guarantee you, opposing coaches, Jimmy Lynam tonight said, everybody help on Hardaway. They know he cannot be stopped by one singular individual.
30 points for Tim Hardaway. 86-79 76ers. 5 minutes to go in the third. Steal by Richmond behind the back to Hardaway. What a pass. Hardaway lays it up and in. Unbelievable.
Yeah, great play.
Gorgeous. 32 for Hardaway.
A lot of room for error there. Richmond just wants to get it down to the front court.
Oh, that's the play of the game. 86-81 76ers. And Mahorn fouled by Rod Higgins. Got a piece of him. Ooh, what a play that was.
Yeah, it was a great steal and just a no-look behind-the-back pass by Richmond. And it was right on the money, by the way.
Perfect.
There was room for error, but it was right on the money.
Hardaway has 32. He's now 12 for 18 from the floor. 7 for 7 for the foul line. As Mahorn drops it in, he's 3 for 3. Mahorn just doesn't seem the same spirited self as you see it from behind Jimmy Lynam without Barkley.
I was going to say, maybe he misses Sir Charles.
His buddy.
We might mention, by the way, you don't see the replays at home. This is a shared feed that we do not have control of that. We would like to show you that tremendous defensive play and outlet pass.
Tyrone Hill now with the jump hook. Tyrone Hill. A nifty shot, and it's a 5-point game. Well, I know how Mahorn feels is when you're not around. I feel the same way. Here's Armen Gilliam. Gilliam from outside. He has 16. 90-83. 76ers. Richmond. Oh, it's a 3. It's a shooting extravaganza. 17 for Richmond. And it's a 4-point Sixer lead. Hawkins from 3. No. Stepping in was Hill. Picking it up is Hardaway. Fires it down low to Mullin. He finds Higgins for 3. In and out. Would have made it a 1-point game. Still it's 4 with lots of time. 3:48 in the third. Green pulls up with 2, a long 2.
And 2 in a row for him.
From outside deep. 6 points for Rickey Green, the 36-year-old vet from Michigan.
I still would lay off him. I want him shooting the ball instead of Anderson or Hersey Hawkins.
6-point ball game. 92-86 Philly. Richmond using his muscle. He does it again. Mitch Richmond. Unbelievable. 19 points.
Yeah, he's so strong. What a combo. Hardaway and Richmond, as you mentioned at the top of the show. No 2 guards score more.
And the emphatic rebound by Tyrone Hill. The Warriors down by 4, up ahead to Higgins. One man to beat. He did it off the reverse. Rod Higgins with 7, and just like that, it's a 2-point game. Timeout Philly. 3:04 to go in the third. The Sixers by a mere 2. Here we go again. Oh, there you go. Fresno State beat Fresno State. Okay, thanks for telling. Oh, good.
Yep. Dan, was that okay to say what I just said about a shared view?
Ron Anderson and
was that
Ron
okay?
Higgins.
Was that okay to say?
Doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Because I mean, the viewers at home.
Yeah,
say,
I've heard.
I like to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And okay. And you want me to lead you into Tom Tolbert? Okay. Good. Good. You gotta... They're looking for Tom. Well, we've got a report on Tom Tolbert. It's a bruised right knee. Bruised right knee. He injured it in a collision with Armen Gilliam just moments ago. Sixers lead at 92-90, 3:04 left in the third quarter. Speaking of Tom Tolbert, we had a chance to talk to Tom and got his views, his perspective on what's going on in the world today with regard to the war in the Middle East. Here's what Tom had to say.
Well, it's hard because you know that everything that you do out here is so insignificant to what goes on over there. That's right now is the main thing that I think everybody, you know, I stay up till 3 in the morning, watch the news, trying to find out what's going on over there, and it's tough. You know, sometimes your mind's not here, but you got to try to focus on what you got to do. It's just like a job, just like when people go to work 9 to 5, they're not staying home, they're still going to work. So we got a job to do. We come out here and play, but you know, it's kind of hard. You realize that this is just a small part of what goes on in life, and it just really doesn't mean that much. It means a lot to us personally, but in the big scope of things, it's tough.
And with 5 on the shot clock, Hawkins missing. Here's Armen Gilliam, and he is held on the play. You know, it's interesting. So many people perceive professional athletes as being one-dimensional, but the guys on this team in particular are really well-versed, and it's a pleasure to talk to them. They really stay on top of things.
Well, they're human beings.
Sure.
Human beings first.
And they really have it in perspective. This game pales by comparison in relation to what's going on right now. 92-90, Philadelphia. Here's Armen Gilliam, rebounded by Tyrone Hill. But life goes on, and these guys, and we have a job to do as well up here in the booth. Mullin. He's got it, plus the foul. And that tied up the game. The Warriors have come back to tie it.
Big shot by Mullin, and he's crowded so tightly by Hawkins. Watch. Has a very difficult time. Can't put the ball on the floor. Just gives a little swing, the loop, and he buries the shot. You want to talk about shooting in the third quarter. Believe this or not, Gilliam missed a moment ago. The Sixers are 11 for 15. The Warriors are 15 for 20. 75% in the third quarter.
What a turnaround, and the Warriors have taken the lead 93-92 thanks to Chris Mullin's three-point play. He has 17. 2:08 to go in the third. As a steal by Richmond, and he's fouled by Hersey Hawkins. Boy, have they turned it up a notch, the Golden State Warriors. Number 4 on Hawkins.
Once again, it seems like every time the Warriors make a run on this road trip, New Jersey they did it, in Boston they did it, they pick up their defense. There's the push by Hersey Hawkins. Otherwise, Richmond goes in uncontained for a layup. And Manute Bol, the big Sudan blocker, back in the game. Pretty effective in the first half was Manute.
Now the Warriors trying to extend their 1-point lead. Hardaway will quarterback.
See how they spread the court with Manute in? Bring him away from the hoop. Someone's going to get a shot. Higgins is wide open.
Over Manute, he decides to change his strategy. And underneath, it's Higgins. Oh, brother. Higgins from Richmond. And it's 95-92 Golden State.
Yeah, Richmond took a shot, but it came up way short. Higgins beat everybody to the ball.
The Warriors by 3. And now it's back to 1 as Ron Anderson connects. When they took that 1-point lead on Mullin's free throw, it was the first lead for Golden State since 9 minutes in the first quarter when it was 20-18.
You think about Anderson tonight, most of the shots from the outside, right, Steve? You think he's a good shooter?
Sure.
How about 10 for 13?
Not bad. Now Andre Turner causing havoc on Pritchard. He is quick. Now the trap on Anderson. He threw it away. Chris Mullin scoops it up. Mullin 1-on-3, including Bowl, and he scores. What a play as he rolled in. Welcome back, Chris Mullin.
Yeah, what a foot race. Never really out extended Manute Bowl, but went to the right hand.
Warriors by 3. And underneath the battle for it. Loose ball, foul, Manute Bowl. Warriors are just causing chaos out there now and really having their way. Manute Bowl with the foul, his first.
Yeah, here's the miss by Anderson. Good position by Rod Higgins over the top. Manute Bowl comes up with the ball, but also the foul. Now watch Mullin. Looking at Manute, looking at quite a foot race here. Has to avoid Turner, but look at the right hand. Manute can't get through the body of Chris, and Chris ever so smooth on that one.
Rod Higgins hits a big free throw there. He's got 10 points now. I said at the beginning of the game he's had an effective road trip. He's a factor here again tonight.
Yeah, he's played very consistently.
And he sinks them both to give the Warriors their biggest lead. 5 points, 99-94. And a steal by Richmond. Less than a minute to go in the third. Here's Higgins. Got it! What a run by Golden State.
Yeah, Jimmy Lynam's going to need a timeout.
13 for Higgins, and the Warriors by 7. And it's broken up by Higgins. Unbelievable. 45 seconds left in the third.
Philadelphia is getting greedy, trying to get too much on the press, trying to go from baseline to half court. You have room to run the court. The safety does.
This is Andre Turner. Brian Oliver, number 31. The lob down to Gilliam, broken up by Mullin, but they called a foul on Chris. Only his second.
Chris has got to be careful with Bavetta.
Chris Mullin, his second.
He doesn't agree with the call. Mullin doesn't, and he keeps talking to Dick.
Yeah, Dick of the short fuse, Bavetta.
Well, he's being contained right now. Dick Bavetta is. He's not looking at Chris, and that's showing some maturity. A lot of officials won't do that.
The kinder, gentler Dick Bavetta. Armen Gilliam missing the first.
How about the first for him and the first for the team? They were 20 for 20.
And he misses the second. 101-94 Warriors, 25 seconds left in the third. What a turnaround here in the third. The Sixers led virtually all the way in the first half. Now here's Mitch Richmond. There's a 5-second differential on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 10. Good ball movement here by Golden State. 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway gives it off to Higgins. Doesn't get the roll, the tip. No, the putback by Mullin. 5 seconds. Stolen by Richmond. Puts it up. Manute Bowl got it. Hardaway scores with 0.4 seconds. Unbelievable again. Tim Hardaway. I don't believe it. And that's it for the third quarter, Jim.
Yeah, and Jimmy Lynam will get his timeout.
The hard way. And after 3, Golden State 103, Philadelphia 94.
He needed a timeout.
Yep.
That's why I thought I was pretty good. I like that.
Unbelievable.
See?
The hard way. The Hardaway. We got that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how he can be a liability then? Oh, he's killing him. Yeah, Nelson is so smart coaching. He just...
It shows you, huh? He's just out-coached.
Right there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me just check out some scores. Hardaway is 34, Nita.
He needed a timeout, didn't he?
Tim Hardaway.
He needed a timeout before that. I mean, he's killing him. That's why I said at the quarter, he gets a timeout finally.
Now they got to hold this. What'd they do in that 60? 33, 36 points for the Warriors. And 31. Wasn't that much. Is that all it was? 36-31?
What's that?
They outscored them? No, what am I saying?
More than
40,
that. 6.
40 what?
6, they got
60,
a 15-point lead.
43 and 4, 47.
15 points.
Yeah, but
okay, here, I'll do it for you right now.
Wait a minute.
Hang on, I'll do it for you.
60, that's 20, 23 and...
57. 60.
I can't add anymore.
I will. Okay, they got 46.
46? What's the score?
Just a second.
Yeah, you're right, 46.
To 31.
To 31, they outscored them by 15.
Yeah.
I wrote 46, I couldn't believe it.
Tell me to do that from now on, I'll do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Stress this. That's a big total.
Oh, let's get to it right away. Well, anything else we want to bring up? We should mention Shurunis.
No.
We got the Manute with his thing.
Yeah.
Got the...
Good shape.
Okay.
Good shape. The game.
Let's go to the game.
I didn't hit you.
That feels good. What a third quarter for the Golden State Warriors, led by Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, the dynamic duo. Of course, Chris Mullin coming alive. And they outscored Philadelphia 46-31 in the third. And right away, they pick up where they left off. Mitch Richmond has 21.
And they took Manute Bol right off the floor. He's not starting the fourth quarter. And I can't tell you how much Don Nelson dissected that offense against Manute Bol when he was in there.
Rick Mahorn gets a quick 2.
It's perfect execution, the Golden State Warriors. What is shooting? In the third quarter, Philadelphia shoots 67%, and the Warriors beat them by 15 in the quarter. They get 46 in the quarter.
Well, the Sixers looking deflated. The crowd is stunned. The Warriors were down by as much as 12 points earlier, and now they're up by 9 with a big lead of 11. 4 on the shot clock. Richmond has it rejected. And a foul called by Nolan Payne on Mahorn. His fourth. He can't believe it.
Well, he got a lot of the ball, but watch. He is just too aggressive chasing Richmond. There's a little hesitation and a dip and do. But you see, they say he got him with the body because he sure got the ball up top.
Fans seeing the replay and not agreeing with the call. And Mitch Richmond's first trip to the line tonight, shooting 84%. All those points from the floor. He rolls that one home.
Amazing, though. When you see that third quarter summary, 12 for 18 for Philadelphia, and the Warriors, you add...
It's astounding.
Yeah. They go 6 for 8 beyond that, 18 for 26.
Well, Richmond matches his number, 23, 107-96. Warriors equal their biggest lead. 1 minute gone by in the fourth. Now the Warriors have to hang on.
I don't think you can hang on. You still got to keep doing what you were doing.
Absolutely. Here's Ron Anderson with 5 on the shot clock. Good fake on Hardaway.
He's been hot all night, Anderson.
24 all from the floor for Anderson.
He's one shooter you want to jump out at, and you got to contain him.
Hardaway going all the way, throws up a wild one. The Richmond got it back with help from Hill, gets the roll. Mitch Richmond going wild now. He has 25 points.
They just earned that one. Extra effort.
59 points between Richmond and Hardaway tonight. There's a three-pointer by Oliver. 16 for Oliver. His first 3 of the night. 109-101 Warriors. 10-10 to go.
Yeah, Philly isn't going to lay down here at home.
They're 14-4 at home. And Hardaway again. What can you say? 36 points, and he's one shy of tying his career high.
10 minutes left in the quarter in the game.
So lots of time to do that. Here is Brian Oliver. Well, there's only one thing on his mind, a W. Armen Gilliam. No, rebounded by Richmond.
So they make Armen extend a little bit further than he likes. A little bit beyond his range.
Oh, the killer crossover on Hardaway. He came up short looking for a foul, no call. And they're going to grab Tyrone Hill. Or are they?
Personal foul, Tim Hardaway.
They called it on Hardaway, only his first. You know that Hardaway and Richmond are approaching in points combined with the Golden Trio averages from time to time. Unbelievable.
Yes, they are.
They've got like over 60 points, and the Golden Trio averages like 71, 72. But they're doing it with two guys, 111, 101, Golden State. And Mullin coming alive tonight, too, has 19, shooting better here in the second half. Oliver, broken up by Mullin on cue. Here comes Hardaway. They're running the floor. Over it goes. Higgins on the wing. He's stuffed by Gilliam. Gorgeous play by Armen Gilliam.
I bet it'll be a foul on Anderson, though.
The Sixers, Mad Dog Carter and Jimmy Lynam want a jump ball.
The question is, did Higgins let go of the ball when he got it blocked? But I'll tell you what, he stayed with the play, had the presence of mind to keep going to the basket, gets himself to the line. Here it is underneath. There you see the end and the result of that play.
That's what the officials saw. Higgins 2 for 2. That's 13 points. Boy, gets a nice roll there. Another effective night off the bench for Higgins on this road trip.
He's not only playing well physically, but he's using his head. That takes a quick reaction to just stay with the play and immediately go back up strong.
15 for Higgins.
Fresno State against Fresno State again.
With Ron Anderson and Rod Higgins. Warriors by 12. Kenny Payne, shot clock at 8. Payne in traffic. Tough move by Kenny Payne, has 4. 113-103 Warriors, 8:46 to go. What a coaching job by Don Nelson tonight.
Oh, he really took him apart there in the third quarter when Manute got on the floor.
Mullin, no. Gobbled up with help from Higgins. Hill traveled.
That's encouragement from Don Nelson. That's a nice little vote of confidence. Wasn't upset. So just take it easy. Tyrone Hill's coming out of the game. But watch you get a pat.
There you go. You called it. Not a better feeling, huh?
Yeah, that feels good.
Hill.
Yes.
113-103 Warriors, especially from Don Nelson. Brian Oliver doing a little 360 maneuver. Blocked by Higgins. What a play by Rod Higgins. He stayed right with it.
He keeps doing it.
Mullin fires it into the corner to Pritchard. This is Hardaway.
Oh, Higgins had a 3. Still does.
Mahorn giving him all kinds of room. And Dick Pavetta blowing the whistle away from the ball. Andre Turner grabbing onto Pritchard.
Andre Turner.
Third on Turner.
Team third.
They called him the Little General at Memphis State. Here's Higgins for 3. Nope, not that time. Warriors by 10. 8 minutes to go. Andre Turner. This is Brian Oliver. Good play by Pritchard. And then it comes right back to Mahorn. Blocked by Higgins, but it's goaltending.
Tough break. Great defense by Pritchard. Warriors cannot control. Hardaway was going out of bounds. This is just, just excellent play.
One of those, look what I found.
Yeah. Good response by Mahorn and a good block by Higgins. It was goaltending.
Warriors by 8. Crowd chanting defense here at the Spectrum. 7.5. Mullin backing off now, moving forward on Kenny Payne. Goes up with the left hand, not there. Here comes Ron Anderson. Running. Oh, what's it gonna be?
Offense.
Offensive foul on Ron Anderson. Yes, indeed. That's his third.
What a tremendous play by Richmond. This is not easy to do. He's the lone defender. I mean, he's got to make the right move. He has to make the right place.
He got there.
He got there.
He had position. No blocking foul. Offensive foul, and the Warriors take over. Up 8. They outscored the Sixers 46-31 in the third to take the lead. And Hardaway goes down. Here comes Andre Turner. Hardaway's up. Andre Turner over to Ron Oliver, broken up by Mullin. And now Turner recovers. Andre Turner ducks in. Nowhere to go. Gets it off to Oliver. He hits.
You see Barkley out of the game. Oliver gets a little bit more time, and he is emerging tonight.
He's got 18. One shot tying his season high. 113-107 Warriors. The crowd is alive. Eight on the shot clock. Richmond has been money. 4 on the shot clock. Throws it in. How did he find Pritchard? 1 second. Pritchard? No. And Kenny Payne lost the ball. But who's it off? Oh.
I think it went off Mullin's foot.
It did.
Warriors have suddenly gone cold.
Little flat, but they still have the lead with 6:25 left of the fourth. Golden State 113. The Sixers 107. This is useless. Useless.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Oh, man, hold on to it. Hold on to it.
Hardaway missed an easy one for him.
Yeah. Imagine if he went out in the first half.
Oh, man.
You know, he's still trying to get his
I know it.
career high.
I know it. I don't want to say anything.
Don't jinx it.
I thought he had it.
Yeah, he's got time. One more field goal.
We say he keeps taking it to another level.
He does it again tonight. How much higher can he get?
I don't know.
One more level, he'll be on Mars. Oh, man, I just want to strap into that chair, push it back, and take off my shoes.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Thanks for getting that stuff in, by the way. Pete and Tolbert.
Yeah, it's good.
Shooting has dropped off for Golden State. They're 3 for 10 here in the fourth after they hammered away beautifully in the third quarter. The Sixers are 6 for 9. Here's your fast break points. Pretty close. But the big story, Tim Hardaway, 36 points, 9 assists. He's 2 points shy of his career high.
Hey, just right on his average the past 2 games on the road.
Ron Anderson, no, it'll be Philadelphia ball. Richmond battling with Payne, 113-107 Warriors. Approaching the halfway point of the fourth. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson shovels it into Oliver. Mahorn with Hill. And a whistle.
They'll call the bump on Hill. I'm not so sure that Mahorn didn't travel when he first made the move.
Third on Hill. Big hand for Brian Oliver and Ron Anderson. Hersey Hawkins is back. So it's Payne, Turner, Hawkins, Mahorn, and Gilliam for the Sixers in white. The Warriors going with Pritchard, Richmond, Hardaway, Mullin, and Hill. The small lineup. Gilliam using his muscle, and a foul. Tyrone Hill thought it was a walk.
Personal foul, Kevin
Pritchard.
Personal foul, the team third.
Pretty tough guy, Armen Gilliam. And you see the left hand of Gilliam as he makes the move in. I don't know really how Tyrone Hill can play him any better than that. He did release off him once he made the move to the middle. I can see why he gets a little upset.
Well, he fouled the right guy, Jim. Gilliam's 0 for 3 from the line tonight, but shooting 82% on the year.
Yeah, of course they called the foul on Pritchard, I guess.
Yes, that's his fourth.
So Tyrone Hill, first he thought it was on him.
Right. He finally makes one. 17 for Gilliam on the night. 113-108, Golden State by 5 with 5:50 on the clock. Steve Albert and Jim Barnett, former Philadelphia 76er himself, here at the Spectrum in Philly. Hardaway gets spray, and he's got a career high, 38 points.
We keep saying he takes it to another level. And like you said in the timeout, when will he stop?
Well, tonight he's been virtually unstoppable. 115-108, Golden State. Mahorn being played closely. Now he's doubled up. They swing it out to Turner. In and out. Offensive board for Gilliam. Payne. 6 points for Kenny Payne from Louisville. 115-110 Golden State, approaching 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Here we go again. Every game on this trip has been dramatic down the stretch. Richmond. What a night he's had. Clutch. This guy, Tim Hardaway, with 5 on the shot clock, does a crossover, makes the move, puts it up, and he drew the foul.
He got fouled. I'll tell you how difficult this play was. First of all, he was trapped in the corner. And before he got really pressured, he got out of there. Watch this right here. See? Around Mahorn. Now the defense releases, and he goes by Mahorn. Watch this. On the way to the basket, Armen Gilliam right across the wrist. You know, he did it all on his own. He did everything right.
You talk about taking command. That's Tim Hardaway. That was number 4 on Gilliam. Hardaway now has 39 points.
And he got himself out of potential trouble in the corner and then just came right back to the basket.
Lister in for Pritchard, so they get some height in there now. The Warriors do. With 4:47 left in the fourth. Hardaway's 8 for 8 from the foul line, make it 9 for 9, and he has 40 points for Tim Hardaway. 117-110 Warriors.
Well, Lister comes in because Richmond was matched up against Mahorn. That was tough. Now Lister assigned to Rick Mahorn, and maybe they can get some defensive rebounds.
Let's see what happens. Here's Gilliam posting up on Hill. 8 on the shot clock. Outside to a wide open Rickey Green. He connects. He has 8, and the Warriors by 5.
Yeah, Green has hit all of his shots in the second half. 3 outside and 2 free throws.
Stone cold in the first half. 117-112 Warriors. 4:15 and counting. 10 on the shot clock. Mullin. Fadeaway, tough shot. He forced it. Hawkins got a piece.
And Richmond was right behind him.
And it goes, plus the foul. Hersey Hawkins, big one.
Yeah, they'll call a blocking foul on Tyrone Hill, I believe. Pushed by Richmond. That wasn't the call. They call it on Hill. Basket's good. Big play for Hersey Hawkins. But, you know, not a bad play again for Tyrone Hill.
And he's 9 for 9 from the free throw line, making an even 10. 24 for Hawkins.
And I'll tell you something else. I watched Don Nelson and his reaction. It was very calm and very cool and very encouraging to Tyrone. I thought Tyrone really went to the right spot, maybe a half a second late.
All right, Golden State by 2, 3:50 remaining. Mitch Richmond. Right on.
But it's tough.
27 for Richmond. He just continues to come through. And they're going the other way. Offensive foul on Hawkins, his 5th.
As Richmond did a moment ago on a drive to the basket. Hardaway goes to the right spot. And here's precipitated. Watch, Richmond went for the steal. And Hawkins picked up speed, got a little bit out of control. Hardaway recognized that.
67 points between the backcourt of Hardaway and Richmond. Here's Alton Lister. Having his problems with Mahorn. He couldn't believe the call. It's on Mahorn.
Look at Jimmy Lynam. He's behind the bench. Ran clear off the court. He wanted traveling. You be the judge. Okay, he's moving a little bit. Well, it's either a foul or traveling, and it's a judgment from the official.
Lister first trip, 54% shooter. Did he drill that first one in?
These are big free throws. 3.5 to go. Warriors have a 4-point lead, and they make it 5 with that free throw, potentially 6.
Payne will sit down.
Yeah, they got all the starters the 76ers do back in the game.
Lister making both. And it's 121-115. Golden State up 6.
Yeah, that's the difference than the other 2 road games, the previous games, New Jersey and Boston. The Warriors came from behind. They have the lead now coming down.
Hersey Hawkins, difficult shot. Somebody pushed off down low. Alton Lister.
Wow. Wow. I'll tell you why I say wow. The ball fell into Warrior hands. Good defense, short shot, and it was on the opposite side the rebound came from. The foul occurred on the opposite side of the ball.
That's number 4 on Lister. Nelson had a few words for Dick Bavetta, who pushed him away verbally. Ron Higgins, looking so impressive, returns for Lister. Lister, though, sitting down, hitting 2 critical free throws.
Yeah, Higgins turns in 15 points in 25 minutes already tonight. Only missed 4 shots.
Mahorn, 6 for 6, has 16 points, 3 shy of his season high. There's your time remaining with the Warriors up 4. Big third quarter by Golden State. Higgins to fade away into the hands of Mahorn.
Yeah, that was one mistake he did make. Should not have faded away. Could have gone right back to the basket.
Here's Gilliam. Doubled up. They get it out to Green, who's open. Rickey Green, 2-point game, 121-119 Warriors. 2:40 on the clock. Now they're beginning to stand at the Spectrum. On the timer. Richmond, who has been red hot. 5 on the shot clock, gets around Anderson, puts it up. No, but the foul. A lot of body English there.
Body English and ball English. But that's a tremendous power move to the basket. Richmond doesn't back down from anybody.
And Mahorn just fouled out, Jim. That's his 6th. 2:22 to go in the 4th. Timeout Warriors. They lead it by 2.
Mahorn just fouled out. Good.
Oh.
They had the wrong score up there. I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
They're just playing around.
No interview?
I hope not.
Check. He said what? He said no? Okay.
Thank you. There you go.
They hit their first 3. You know, they were 3 for 10. They missed like 7 in a row.
Right.
Damn. That was a big play when you go away from the hoop. Go right back up. You're there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it before. There's Charles. I don't even know he was down there. May have probably just showed up. We are back with 2:22 remaining in the 4th, and the Warriors by 2, 121-119. This has been a good one. Mitch Richmond, Ron Higgins, Tyrone Hill, Chris Mullin, and Tim Hardaway. What another clutch performance by this young man, Mitch Richmond, along with Tim Hardaway. And Richmond will go to the line.
Shooting 2.
He's 2 for 2 and 84% foul shooting. Big one there.
He's such a tough, you know, 2-guard to play because he plays like a strong forward. He's got a small forward's body, but he is so strong. I would hate to try to defend him.
And smooth on the foul line. 29 points. Richmond, his season high is 33. He gives the Warriors a 4-point lead. Hersey Hawkins having a nice night. In a crowd, tough shot. Battle for it. Tyrone Hill is there.
Another big rebound for Tyrone.
2 minutes to go. The pass to Mullin, stops and pops. Won't go. Back tap by Payne. Rickey Green. Down to Payne. The pull-up. Yeah. Kenny Payne has been just that to the Warriors of Payne. 123-121, Golden State. There's your time remaining in the 4th.
These aren't fixed, folks. These are not fixed games. They do come down like this.
I would agree with you. Oh, Anderson going for the gamble. That frees up Richmond. That's all he needed. Mitch Richmond has 31 points, 71 points between Hardaway and Richmond. And with 1:29 to go in the fourth, the Warriors by 4. This isn't a diversion. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sure is. Nice entertainment. Get your mind off of it for a few hours.
Still not out of the woods. You got to keep playing.
Yeah, I know.
Got to keep playing.
Too much time left.
You got to score.
Yeah.
You got to score twice.
God, are these guys clutch.
No interview? Okay.
The Golden Trio has combined for 90 points tonight. Hardaway has 40. Richmond has 31. Mullin has 19. Their season high together is 99 points. There's your foul trouble situation. Mahorn fouled out just moments ago. Leading scorers, Hardaway, Hawkins, and Anderson tied with 24. 125-121 Golden State with 1:29 showing on the clock. Steve Albert, Jim Barnett at the Spectrum. The Warriors with a big 46-31 explosion in the third to take the lead.
Yeah, they've got to play tough defense like they've been doing the last couple of games. And I believe they have to score once or twice more. Watch, Hardaway gives the ball up, and 2 76ers slip. Richmond just gets the bottom of the net.
He's been doing it all night and all trip.
You know, there are certain players that love competition in this type of game. They like the pressure. Hardaway loves the pressure, so does Richmond.
They thrive on it.
Yes, they do.
Gilliam makes the big turn on Hill. He has been a tough customer tonight. 19 for Gilliam. 125-123 Warriors.
Now, will they isolate Hardaway on Rickey Green? Let's see if Richmond goes away.
Rod Higgins. Threaded the needle to Richmond. He does it again. 33. He ties his season high. 127-123. Warriors under a minute. Oh, is that a big one? It gives the Warriors a 4-point lead. Hawkins curls it over to Gilliam. 10 on the shot clock. Does a 360. Can't hit. Battle for the rebound. Ron Anderson. A new 24 with 40 seconds to go in the fourth. Payne thought about a 3. A long 2. Goes. Oh, he has been dynamite. Kenny Payne off the bench. 127-125. Golden State. 33 and counting in the fourth.
Yeah, they didn't have quite enough time to come down and get a quick shot. They will work for a good shot.
Richmond crosses over on Hawkins. Fade away. In and out. Rebound Anderson. They can tie it or win it. 16 seconds. Payne from 2. Good. But it'll be Warriors ball with 11 plus seconds to go. That ties it. What a job by Kenny Payne. Clutch shooting down the stretch.
What shooting all through the game. The young man has yet to miss tonight. He's 6 for 6, 12 points. And here Richmond in and out. He had buried 2 previous to that. That one just doesn't go. And Payne didn't use enough time, in my estimation. But how can you fault him if he gets it to go? And that's very, very good defense once again. He earned the shot. The Warriors 11.3, plenty of time. They have destiny in their hands.
What a rhythm this young man Kenny Payne has found as he ties it up. It's 11.3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors with a chance to pull it out. It'll be Golden State. Oh, they'll take it down.
I think they're going to take it down all the way to about 2 seconds.
11.3 seconds to go in the fourth. Tied at 127. Rick Mahorn trying to get the crowd going. He's fouled out. That's the only job he's got left tonight. Now, Philadelphia wanted to see what Don Nelson might line up with, and they call timeout. They want to get a few more things off their chests.
But as you mentioned, what a game, and so many cards to go to down to the end. Hardaway with 40. That's another career high. Second time on this trip. Richmond ties his season high with 33. Mullin chips in with 21. So you've got 94 among the three.
So many weapons. Hey, New Jersey leading Boston 47 seconds in the fourth. 105 to 102, just though we passed that along. Charles Barkley trying to get his input.
I was going to say, who's coaching the team? Is it Jimmy Lynam there in the middle?
Possession, and Mahorn continues to urge on the crowd.
Now, who will take the ball out of bounds? Mullin will. And he can run the baseline to create an angle. The ball, it was scored. Mullin can run the baseline. He may have to do that. Full court pressure, all-out pressure.
They're standing at the spectrum. Here we go. Mullin brings it down with Hawkins defending. 5 seconds. Mullin, 3, puts it up. Won't go. And we're going into overtime. We go into the second overtime on this road trip. The Warriors hadn't had one overtime all season. We've got 2 this week. Tied at 127. Stay with us. And most entertaining night.
I bet the ball goes back to Hardaway now, though.
And, you know, he scored 6 of the Warriors' 10 points in the overtime, including the last 6 points in New Jersey. So, yeah, that's a pretty good notion. Kenny Payne, who's been dynamite, will jump it up against Hill.
Talk about a defensive tip. No Warrior in the front court. Look at this. I've never seen this alignment, but I like it.
Don Nelson, the wheels are always turning. And they get it. Tyrone Hill whacks it back. Here is Tim Hardaway.
5 minutes. Seems like an eternity.
Sure does. Richmond too well covered by Anderson. Stolen. Bad pass by Mullin. And ahead of the field is Hawkins. The turnover leads to an easy 2.
Hill was wide open in the lane. Almost got called for 3 seconds. And he's even talking with Mullin. Right there. You see that? He wanted the ball.
Hawkins, meanwhile, with 26. Mullin. He stings it. Chris Mullin now with 23. Tied at 129. Well, he may get his 25 as predicted by Tim Hardaway in the article in the Tribune today.
Good defense by Higgins over the top around the screen. Anderson couldn't even get to the ball.
Shot clock to 6. Gilliam. No, rebound by Higgins. Warriors trying to recapture the lead.
Rickey Green's all over Hardaway.
This is Richmond with Anderson. Back to Higgins. The shot is good. Rod Higgins from straight away.
Sixers call timeout.
And Sixers get a time. 3:51 to go in OT. Jimmy's got 17 tonight, closing on his season high of 21.
I mean, Higgins is an opportunist. This is his shot. This is his game. Trail the play, get open, get the return pass, and he buries it.
Giving the Warriors the 2-point edge. 3:51 left in overtime. And to the strains of Lean on Me, I beat you to the punch.
Yeah, Bill Withers. By the way, beat me to the punch. I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay.
Rickey Green.
Look at Hardaway and Richmond. Figure out that percent. You're talking around 60.
10 on the shot clock. What's the call by Dick Pavetta? It's Tyrone Hill holding his head.
Personal fouls on Tyrone.
Yeah, that's his 5th.
Number 5 on Hill.
Personal foul, team first.
Looked like a nickel dimer.
Well, the rookie's not going to get the break in this league. So he just has to keep working.
Non-shooting, it just, if anything, disrupted the offensive flow. But it is number 5, as you point out, on Hill.
Yeah, that makes him a little more liable defensively.
Very vulnerable all of a sudden. Rickey Green, long rebound, plucked out of the air by Mullin.
Green finally misses one.
The Warriors by 2 with the ball. 3:12 left in overtime.
Now, there we go. Now you got it to Hardaway.
He has 40. Mullin threw it away again. Looking for Hill. Anderson stepped in. Here comes Rickey Green.
You know what? Anderson was there the whole time. There wasn't even a lane.
Kenny Payne. Long 2. Right back into the hands of Anderson. The flip won't go. Here's Higgins. Warriors still by 2 at 2:45. Warriors careless here. Hardaway got it back. He guns it over to Mullin. Stops, pops in, drops. Chris Mullin has 25. 133 to 129. Golden State with 2.5 in overtime. Stolen by Mullin. Here comes Hardaway leading a 3-on-2 over to Mullin. Puts it up and in, plus the foul.
You talk about redeeming yourself. Mullin's thrown 2 away in overtime, but he gets the jumper, gets the steal, gets the lay-in, and the foul. Great anticipation, knows where Hardaway is. Hardaway gives it to him very early on this move. Mullin, good body contact, right hand, foul Gilliam.
That's his 5th. Mullin 3 for 4. He makes it a 3-point play. He is 28, and with 2:24 to go, suddenly it's a 7-point Golden State lead.
You blink and they get a 7-point lead.
Another run.
And yet they throw the ball away twice.
Here's Gilliam. The turnaround, no. Higgins there. It'll be Golden State ball.
Ooh, big call. Big call.
Rod Higgins right in the center of things once again.
The reason he got the call, he had the inside position.
Hardaway. Off to a cutting Mullin. Nowhere to go on Hawkins. Gets it back to Hardaway. 9 on the 24. Under 2 minutes in overtime.
Take it to the hole.
Hardaway broken up by Green. He stole it. Rickey Green storming in. Barrels in. And he drew the foul.
I cannot believe that people are filing out of the spectrum. It boggles my mind.
Just thinking that. You read my thoughts.
Yeah, there's the play on Hardaway. I thought he was going to try to get all the way to the basket. Good reach in by Rickey Green. He goes coast to coast. Doesn't come up with the basket. Gets himself to the line. Here's the reach in. And Hill, very lucky he didn't foul out of the game.
Yeah, they gave it to Richmond. Rickey Green now 3 for 3 from the line.
I still can't believe 1:45.
He misses the second, and the rebound by Higgins again. 136-130 Warriors. 1:40 left in 02. And it's difficult to imagine fans leaving. Would that happen at Golden State? No. Richmond.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot in traffic.
And a new season high for Mitch Richmond, 35. And timeout, Philadelphia.
Sixers call timeout.
1:28 to go in overtime. Golden State 138, Philly 130. It's a 20-second timeout. So we'll stay right here. Philadelphia calls a quick 20. The Golden State Warriors, if they hold on here and win tonight, they'll try to sweep a road trip of 4 or more games for the first time since going 5-0 in 1978. What a road trip this has been. 20-second timeout coming to a close.
I like the mentality of it, though, because going on the road is always tough, and the Warriors aren't complacent. It's already successful after 2 wins. And here's the play to Richmond, and he goes around a couple of people, and look at over Armen Gilliam, around Payne, back to live action.
Armen Gilliam with 1:25, the Warriors by 8. Gilliam. 21 for Gilliam tonight. 138-132 Warriors. It's not over yet. 118 in overtime.
Not by a long shot.
Not with the three-point weapon. Here's Richmond. They spread the floor. Cross court to Higgins.
Mullin's open in the corner.
10 on the shot clock. Here's Chris Mullin. Lobs it way up there. 5 on the shot clock. 1 minute to go, and it's stolen by Hawkins. Hersey Hawkins all the way to the hoop. Warriors careless.
One reason I don't like the skip pass a lot of times is because it's so long. By the time you even catch the ball, you're not in a position to shoot it. The defense recovers, and it's always vulnerable to an interception.
Hawkins with 28, 55.5 seconds to go in overtime. Golden State. From the field in overtime. The Sixers are 2 for 7. Warriors lead at 138-134 in OT. Many of these fans have filed out of the spectrum, which is really hard to fathom, with 55.5 seconds remaining in OT. Man.
And who would have predicted that Chris Mullin would have 3 turnovers in overtime? He's been, you talk about Jekyll and Hyde, he has been very, very good and also very, very careless.
Shooting wise, 12 for 23. He's had 4 turnovers in the game, though.
Yeah, but he was so tough in overtime. Oh, Hardaway loses.
What's the call? Now Don Nelson thinking that the ball was deflected out by Kenny Payne, but it's going to be Philadelphia ball. Hardaway lost the handle.
Yeah, he certainly did. Double team, and he could not control with the left hand.
Warriors don't want this thing to slip away. They're up 50 seconds in OT. Gilliam been a major factor. In and out. Back tap. They get it again. 40 seconds. Here's a 3 by Hawkins. No. Long rebound, Gilliam. 35 seconds. He's bottled up and a foul. Higgins with his 3rd.
Armen Gilliam from the line, shooting 2.
Hawkins misses the 3, but once again, the 2nd offensive rebound, and Gilliam is so strong. See how he protected the ball there, and he comes up with it, the reach in by Higgins.
Jimmy's 1 for 4 from the line, has 21 of the night. He's an 82% shooter from the line.
Yeah, I was going to say 1 for 4 is uncharacteristic.
He brings the Sixers to within 3.
And they're going to get the ball back. Philadelphia will get the ball back.
2 clutch free throws.
So once again, if the Warriors don't score, Philadelphia can come down and tie it or win it.
Here we go, 130-136 Golden State. Here's the pressure in the backcourt. Hardaway smokes through. Hardaway on the gift to Higgins, and he is fouled. Rod Higgins with a hard driving layup, fouled by Gilliam.
Yeah, that's what I'm impressed about, Steve, because Higgins is more of a finesse player. But he laid himself out here. He took this one right to the hole, and well, he should. And he knew he had to give himself up. He goes against Gilliam. Look at him go in there strong.
And Gilliam has just fouled out, Jim.
Yes.
That's his 6th. He leads with 23, and the Warriors happy to get him out of there.
That's the way I like to see a guy go at the basket.
A very aggressive move by Rod Higgins to pick up the foul against Armen Gilliam, and he is history. Warriors by 2, 26.3 seconds. Higgins, an 83% shooter, 4 for 4 tonight, as you saw.
Yeah, Jayson Williams replaces Gilliam.
The rookie out of St. John's, who has shown glimpses of potential. Armen Gilliam fouling out with 23. Put in quality minutes tonight.
Big free throw, takes the three-point shot away.
19 for Higgins. Timeout Philly. Timeout Sixers. 26.3 seconds.
Well, Steve, let's analyze this a little bit, because you came from New Jersey. Was this the way it was with the Nets last year and the previous ones?
Not quite. I'll tell you one thing. The last time I saw games like this between New Jersey and Philadelphia was in the 83-84 playoffs, when the Nets upset the then defending champion 76ers. It was wild.
And speaking of the New Jersey Nets,
they come up with a victory in Boston tonight, 111 to 106. What's going on with the Boston Celtics? They won 18 straight at home. Now they've lost 2 in a row to the Warriors and the Nets.
And we would have thought after the Warriors beat them that New Jersey would have a real tough time, because they'd be coming out with a big win on their mind, Boston Celtics, and a little redemption, but they don't do it.
Well, right here, Don Nelson talking things over with the ball club. 26.3 seconds remaining in overtime. Golden State leading by 4, 140 to 136. And once again, as we pointed out on the open to the broadcast, the Warriors getting tremendous help and quality minutes from other people aside from the Golden Trio. People like Tyrone Hill and Rod Higgins and Tom Tolbert.
Yeah, Tolbert was playing pretty well while he was in there. Only played 19 minutes tonight, but Tyrone Hill once again getting a lot of fouls, but he's getting some rebounds. There's Tolbert on the bench.
Bruised knee.
And we hope he's able to get back to action as soon as tomorrow night, perhaps.
He locked knees with Armen Gilliam earlier in the game, went down in excruciating agony, but he seems to be in stable condition there on the bench.
And we will remember he picked up the charge. Now the Warriors, good defense, no fouls under any circumstances. You do not want to stop the clock. There is a foul situation. Mahorn and Gilliam, a couple of their inside options already out of the game. But Steve, under any circumstances, no fouls. Make them shoot from the outside, and you want to try to make it tough to inbounds the pass, so they use a little bit of time.
All right, here we go. Nolan Fine ready to flip the ball to Ron Anderson at midcourt. Golden State by 4. 26.3 seconds left in the overtime. Hardaway going for the steal. Hawkins down to Anderson. Right back to Hawkins, tied up by Hardaway. Hawkins.
Use 7 seconds.
30 for Hawkins, 19.1. Warriors by 2.
Control the ball, you control the game.
Mullin to trigger. He can run. He gets it into Hardaway. Hardaway tied up, and a timeout. Golden State with 16 even remaining.
Yeah, what's tough though is you still got it down low on the sideline, and you got to inbounds the ball once again. Oh, it comes down to moments like this. You talk about pressure. And now, by the way, Steve, you don't have the luxury of running the sideline. And here's the last basket. And look at Hersey Hawkins. He escapes some trouble by Hardaway. If he ever starts to dribble. There he's starting to dribble. A nice little floater. All the way down. You see 19.1 seconds. Mullin barely got this ball in time.
Well, this has been an electrifying ball game. Now, when Mullin gets it in, watch what happens.
Yeah, watch the count, though. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hardaway can't even put it on the floor. I still rather see the timeout, though, than a turnover. So you do not want to turn the ball over in that position right by their basket.
Rickey Green and Kenny Payne blanketing Tim Hardaway, and the right move was made. A timeout. Now it'll be interesting to see how Don Nelson comes out of this one. The master tactician.
I have a big question for you. How long is this timeout? Doesn't it seem exceedingly long?
And you take a look at the rundown of free throws. Pretty good.
Yeah, 23 out of 24.
Not bad. It's been a long game, hasn't it? The second OT affair of the Warriors in 3 games on this trip. They hadn't played an overtime game all season.
See, now Don Nelson's saying, why don't we get it at half court? Because the ball was already inbounded.
Okay.
That's why. That's why I'm saying you're still stuck down there in the corner.
The explanation given by Dick Bavetta. 140-138 Golden State. 16 seconds remaining in overtime. Mullin again to do the honors.
If they'd have called a timeout before, you get the ball at half court.
Ooh, good catch by Richmond. Right back to Mullin. He gets into the front court. All they have to do is run out the clock. And a jump ball. Mullin is tied up by Rickey Green. 9.4 seconds. They'll jump it up at center court.
This is wild.
This is the ball game right here.
You may go to double OT if you don't get the jump. Or you may lose it if they hit a 3.
Green at 6 feet, Mullin at 6'7". Mullin gets the tap. Hardaway's got the ball.
Dribble. You got to dribble away. You got to dribble away. You can't.
It's another jump ball. You're right, with 4.9 seconds to go. All you had to do is put the ball to the floor, right?
Yeah, you're going to get a jump ball situation again. They're not going to call the reach-in foul.
Well, the Warriors might pull this one out despite themselves here in the final moments.
And look where they had to jump from. The 76er free throw line.
So now it's the 6-foot Hardaway against the 6'8 Payne. At least Payne is saying, hey, it's my jump ball, but wait a minute now. Hawkins. Oh, he tried to steal one there.
Yeah, well, the Warriors have to steal one.
Hawkins is 6'3", Hardaway 6 feet. Payne tried to slip in. 4.9 seconds in overtime. Golden State by 2.
Mullin's on the wrong side. Oh, now they're going to call timeout.
Jimmy Lynam frantically signaling for a timeout on the sidelines. There's your story. 140-138, Golden State, OT.
1, 2, 3.
Jeff. Dribble the ball out of trouble. I understand that. They got a jump ball.
Oh. Wow. Wow, I know. We're getting into it up here tonight.
What's that?
We're getting into it up here.
Oh, man. I don't believe that, though.
I guess so. Like I said, they might win despite themselves. How did Kenny Payne try to step in there? Okay. It seems like we've been here for an eternity. Don Nelson with Gary St. Jean hashing it out. 140-130 at Golden State. 4.9 seconds left in overtime, and when we resume, it'll be Tim Hardaway at 6 feet against Hersey Hawkins at 6'3" at the Philadelphia foul line for a jump ball.
And I'm really interested to see how they align themselves around that circle, because a moment ago, Mullin was up top, and he left Ron Anderson on his left open. Let's see where Mullin goes now. I have to believe they're going to have a defensive tip, and then maybe you try to steal one, but you don't line up with an offensive tip.
What a struggle here tonight.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. Now Mullin's on the other side.
Mark Wunderlich will step between Hardaway and Hawkins. Up it goes. Who's got it? Mullin!
So he stepped in.
And he is fouled by Ron Anderson, and that should do it with 1.1 seconds.
Finally. But what a tremendous play. Now see where Mullin is? He's on the right side. Now he steps in, has a chance. That's the play you're talking about.
You know, there's a similarity between these final stages and root canal. Unbelievable. What a finish. And now the fans can head for the exits. Here's Chris Mullin to the line. Not over yet, though.
No.
If he misses here.
No, I think it is. I can't see him.
And that one makes it a 3-point game. The worst that could happen for the Warriors now, it goes into double overtime if he misses here.
Maybe they'll foul on a wild shot at the buzzer. It goes in, and then
All right.
a 4-point play, huh? Let's hope not.
And rattles it in and out.
That's smart. That's
Here's
smart.
the throw by Jayson Williams, and that is the ball game. The Warriors win it in overtime. Oh, brother. What a long night for the Golden State Warriors, but they breathe a sigh of relief. They have yanked this one out on the road. The Warriors make it 4 straight on the road, 3 straight overall, 5 of their last 6, 2 straight at Philadelphia. They're now 21-16 in overtime. The Warriors win it 141-138.